Hey everybody, welcome to a new episode of Average Joe Sports. In today's episode, it's our last installment of the NFL Top 100 list. We're finishing up today going through numbers 10 through 1. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Now everybody should on the channel know that I'm not the biggest fan of Josh Allen, I just think that everybody overrates him way too high. They have him as the fourth best quarterback, which I'll give him top 5 even. When people want to put him at the top of the top, the creme de la creme, that's whenever I have a fucking problem with it, Mans has like one playoff win. Let's hold the horses a little bit on Josh Allen, guys. Let's just hold the horses. Everyone's ready to announce him as the guy who's going to overtake Mahomes, and I just don't see that happening at all. I've said it in a prior episode, the only person I do see in the AFC that could compete with Mahomes is Deshaun Watson. Who knows what his situation is? He could be traded. He could be on the Texans for a while. Could be there for the whole season. Or he could get traded. Philadelphia's out there as a name. I've said in a previous episode that Miami's out there. If Miami gets Deshaun Watson, that's scary. But Josh Allen, he does a lot of things well, and he's getting better. If you looked at the third preseason game yesterday, of course he filleted the fucking Packers defense. Like, they had over 30 players that sat out. So, don't look into that. Wait 1 second while I pull up the Bills schedule. Okay, so they start the season off with the Steelers. Tough game, but I expect them to win that. I'm not high on the Steelers at all. Second game, Dolphins. Like I said, that's going to be a tough game. Their defense is going to give them some problems. And from there, they have Washington and Texans. Probably will beat Washington, probably will beat the Texans. So this Bills game week 2 is a huge one for them. Now, if they can do that, they'll go 4-0. And then, of course, they're meeting us week 5, so they're going to lose. But we will see. Josh Allen's a stud, though. He has, like, Cam Newton-like abilities from, like, inside the 5. Anytime that they're inside the 5, the 10, could be a QB fucking draw. You don't know. Always got to keep a spy on him, it seems like, in the red zone. So, hats off to Josh Allen. He's not a bad quarterback. He's a really good quarterback. But top 5, I guess that's where he could be. Top 10 for sure. I'm looking forward to seeing how he gets. He has all the targets he needs. Let's see how the running game goes, though. If he can incorporate that, you can't be the number 1 rusher on your team. It can't just be the Josh Allen team, the Josh Allen Bills. You got to get everybody involved. He got Stephon Diggs involved last year, With the addition of Emmanuel Sanders, we'll see how that goes. Expect the Bills to be good. We'll be right there in the playoffs. Look for my predictions video coming out sometime this week, and I'll go over the Bills game by game, and we'll see where we go. Moving on to number 9 on the NFL Top 100 list, we have TJ Watt, defensive end, Steelers. TJ Watt was a fucking man possessed last year, I tell you what. Even though the offense started to just like be non-existent, the defense always kept the Steelers inside games, and that's what I really like. So let's go into his video and see what his peers have to say about him.
Oh my goodness. TJ Watt, damn.
I'm weak. Chase Young is a fucking funny ass dude.
Another day to show you're the best in the world, man. We are living the dream. Where else would you rather be? Play for the damn Pittsburgh Steelers.
Number 1.
Jesus Christ. Fuck yeah.
Oh man, you put me on the spot. I gotta go with my guy TJ Watt. TJ Watt, yeah, TJ Watt is legit. He had a great leader to show him the way.
Shoes on time.
TJ went off this year. He went off. It was serious.
A lot of people say he got snubbed for the NFL Defensive Player of the Year. He was in the running, Aaron Donald won it again this year. How many is that for Aaron Donald now? 3, 4? That's 3. When Aaron Donald, Stephon Gilmore, Aaron Donald, Khalil Mack, J.J. Watt. So, and J.J. Watt has 3. So it's kind of just like, who's going to be the first to 4? J.J. Watt obviously probably isn't getting another one, but Aaron Donald can definitely get another one. Just cementing his Hall of Fame career right there. But I feel like TJ Watt should have gotten this one, just by purely the numbers. I think he held out pretty much all of minicamp. Not all of minicamp. He was there for the preseason games. But for the OTAs and the workouts and whatnot, he skipped. He's trying to get paid. And he deserves to be fucking paid. Pay this man. I'm sure he wants fucking $20 million a year. But, I mean, that's the price for top-tier defensive edge rushers. Moving on. We have number 8 on the NFL Top 100 list. DeAndre Hopkins, wide receiver, Cardinals. Let's hop right into his video.
He's great, man. One of the best wide receivers in this league. K1 threw a post route in cover 3. And if anyone who knows football, you should never be able to throw a post route in cover 3. D-Hop just got up, caught it between 2 guys.
And Murray's going to heave it deep downfield, and that ball is caught. Hopkins.
Fuck it, throw it up there. D-Hop will come down with it.
Cover 3. The safety take the cross to the corner, replaces. Kyler Murray throwing it up, giving him a chance. And Hop doing what he do best, man. That's what makes DeAndre Hopkins, man.
Acquiring DeAndre Hopkins from the Texans paid immediate dividends.
Robbed
to
him.
the Cardinals.
Robbed him too. Don't forget, that was another butt-face fucking Bill O'Brien move.
That was my first time, seeing him really play face-to-face. First game of the season. He did so much. Catch passes on the outside, but also catch underneath routes. Take him for 15 yards, 20 yards.
Hopkins, what a play.
Great read by DeAndre Hopkins.
He's definitely top 3. All those wide receiver positions can be varied depending on what your preference is and what you would like them to do. Big body, athletic, run fast, whatnot. But D-Hop, he's always a steady, since he's been in the league, steady, top 5 guy, number 1 wide receiver on any team. I'll be interested to see how his targets either go up or down with the additions of Green from the Bengals. I'm expecting him to have a big year, though. We'll see. This is a prove-it year for Kyler Murray as well. I mean, we saw glimpses of greatness. We need to see sustained greatness out of Kyler Murray. And as long as you have D-Hop as your number 1 target, you can always have a possibility of success. Also a prove-it year for Cliff Kingsbury. What happens if they don't make the playoffs this year, guys? I know he's locked in probably for more years, but those contracts don't fucking matter. They'll pay those coaches to get someone new in there. Comment down below if you think Cliff Kingsbury's offense has translated well to the NFL. And also, don't forget to hit the like button. Moving on to number 7 on the NFL Top 100 list, we have, and I hate these words coming out of my mouth, the GOAT himself, Tom Brady, quarterback, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Everybody knows the lore of Tom Brady. Probably made him number 7 on the list just to flex his 7 Super Bowl rings, right? Oh, goodness, Tom Brady. One of the best ever to do it. There's not too much to say. Everybody knows about Tom Brady. Beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Everyone's saying, oh, yes, Tom Brady this, Tom Brady that. Yes, Tom Brady was the winning quarterback of the team. I don't think he outperformed Mahomes. And maybe that's just me being a homer because we didn't score a single touchdown. And I think Brady threw 2. One to Gronk, one to AB. Had 200 and something yards. Everyone knows the defense won you the championship. And you've done that before. You've relied on other people to win, whether it be your field goals from Vinatieri. I mean, fuck, bro. Why is it just me sounding like such a fucking hater? But I give Brady his props. Brady is one of the best at taking the team down the field whenever you need a fucking score. Luckiest quarterback of all time for refs and all the other fucking shit. Tom Brady, GOAT number 7. Moving on to the number 1 wide receiver in the NFL, determined by the players. We have Devonta Adams, wide receiver, Packers. Let's go right into his video. Devonta Adams, a member of the 99 Club in Madden, with Aaron Donald, Travis Kelce, and I think it was Jalen Ramsey, I want to say.
All right, there we go.
It was hard to
put anybody up over Devonta in the receiver category just with the season he had.
Man, he's at the top. Devonta Adams, you're at the top of the wide receiver list. For me, I would say just being teammates with him for the past 2 years, he's a dog.
Touchdown! Oh, what a catch!
He's one of those type of players who is dominant at that wide receiver position.
An all-world receiver. At that moment of truth, once again, it's Devonta Adams winning.
Hey, you tired, big boy? Huh? Good job, man.
Dreadlock Rasta.
Really good player. Making unbelievable plays.
Bro, I fucking love snow games, bro.
And get the ball in his hands. Good things are generally going to happen. With him just being the guy on that team now.
A sensational grab by Devonta Adams.
You get to see it from a whole different view, like just his route running.
Hey, shout out Devonta Adams for but doing that route on Richard Sherman that allowed Sammy Watkins to copy it in the Super Bowl. Shout out to you.
Come on, man.
I could see his upsides of like DK, and his mindset is like Steve Smith. So that combination is like video game type.
Defending All-Pro Devonta Adams can be all maddening.
I want him. If he goes motion and back, I can't get on him.
Like playing against the cheat code, Adams has an ultimate rating in catching, juking.
Look at the move, little shake and bake.
Stiff.
A little bit of shake and bake. Number 6, Devonta Adams. Moving on to number 5 on the NFL Top 100 list, we have Travis Kelce, tight end, Kansas City Chiefs. Ooh, best tight end in the league. Don't even get me fucking started. All those George Kittle, oh yeah, George Kittle, he's the best. He can block. He can run block so well. Motherfucker, Travis Kelce had the best PFF run grade in the fucking for tight ends last year. So don't even get me fucking started on that. Yeah. George Kittle's hurt. I know that. And I don't even get me fucking trying to be like, oh, you're a hater on George Kittle. No, I fucking like George Kittle. But put some damn respect on my man Travis Kelce's name. He's the most swagalicious. He got the most moves. He got a bad bitch. As Stephen A. would say, his brother from another mother. And you know why. Yes, sir, Travis Kelce. The best target, the most reliable target for Patrick Mahomes. Always in the middle of the field. Always can shake a fucking linebacker. Let's go into his video. I'm hyped up for my boy Travis Kelce breaking the top 5 on the NFL's Top 100 list. Comment down below who your favorite person has been outside of the top 5 so far.
The history of the show.
That's wild, man. That's wild. I remember I was excited. I was 91. I was like, yeah, man, I'm in the top 100, man. It's crazy.
Travis Kelce is the most dangerous tight end I've ever seen or ever played against.
I think what makes him one of the best, man, is just his ability to always get open.
Kelce, wide open, touchdown! That is too wide open.
No matter who's on him, what's going on the defensive scheme, it always seems like there's a matchup problem here. He's going to have to draw at least 2 guys' attention.
I can tell you're getting it going. You got the ball going on the match right now. This guy's intense.
Oh, he's having a great time. He's having fun doing the game.
Damn, I'm about to sauce your ass. You knew you was overrunning it.
Dead ass.
He does really good, and he just finds the open spot. He's like sits, and Patrick always finds him.
Bro, let's start a petition for every NFL player. You can pay whatever amount, and you can follow your favorite person on NFL Network, whatever, and they're all mic'd up, bro.
Brilliant catch and run by the best tight end in the league.
As a receiver, you gave me Travis Kelce. Talk about that.
I mean, he led tight ends and was top 3, 5 in receiving yards. So, I mean, he's a beast. He's just a beast, hands down.
Actually, Travis Kelce finished second in the NFL in receiving yards in 2020.
Would have been number 1
416 yards
if they didn't sit out. Give us some more comps so we can fucking don't have to rest our starters week 17. Or I guess week 18 now.
Most receiving yards in a season by a tight end in league history.
Mahomes fires for the end zone. Caught. Kelce. Touchdown. Kansas City. What we doing there, baby?
Excellent throw and catch. The Texans shown back in January they had no answer for number 87, and he's carrying that into the 2020 season.
Come on. Come on. That was a sparky right there.
If you include his postseason numbers, Kelce had 136 catches, 1,776 yards, and 14 touchdowns.
Come on, man. Like, those are fucking crazy numbers. I don't have nothing more to say on Travis Kelce. Everyone knows that I love the dude. Moving on to number 4 on the NFL Top 100 list, we have King Henry himself, running back, Tennessee Titans. It's been my keeper in fantasy the last couple of years, the NFL rushing leader the last 2 years. Just an overall man amongst fucking men. But he's a bigger man, you know, just fucking imposing his will on defenders. Let's go into his video. Who's watching the Jake Paul-Tyron Woodley fight tonight? Give me 100 on Woodley. 100 on Woodley. I want the action.
He was just the 8th player to rush for 2,000 yards. The 8th player. So if that doesn't say anything, you're not top 3, then I don't know what does, if not number 1.
Get the fuck out of here, Jonathan Taylor.
How big is he? Let's see. Just think about LeBron. You know, LeBron is about, 6'8", 260 pounds. Derrick Henry is about 6'4". There's no way I'm getting him anything lower than 250. That's a guy that you would hate to play against twice a year. You know he's getting the ball. You know he's going to run right at you. He's not going to sugarcoat anything. He's able to absorb hits, and fourth quarter, he's still going.
In 2000,
shotgun, bro. Wildcat this man.
Extra special.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is the kid.
He became the first player ever to run for 2 game-winning touchdowns in overtime in one season.
The Titans will run out of Baltimore with a shocker in OT.
Crown him.
And one thing about it, he don't talk any trash.
And he just has this blank stare. You know, his eyes are big and he's just blank staring at everyone.
A lot of people don't give him enough credit about his speed. You know, when he breaks, he's almost gone.
Do you guys remember that 99-yard touchdown against Jacksonville a couple years ago?
That makes Derrick Henry so great is that he doesn't have 1 or 2 runs that are amazing. He has like 10 plus runs that might be over 30 yards, 40 yards. You don't see guys who can move how he moves at his size.
You can really hit him in between the tackles, but once he get on the edge, that's what makes him so dangerous.
His ability to bounce off defenders is crazy. Derrick Henry, expect another huge year out of this guy. Double-digit touchdowns at least. I don't care if Julio just got there. I don't fucking care. You give this man's Derrick Henry the ball inside the 5-yard line. He's scoring! Give this man's the ball. I need the fantasy touchdown points. Give Derrick Henry the ball. Please, Mike Vrabel, I'm talking to you. Moving on to number 3 on the NFL Top 100 list. We have Aaron Discount Double Check Rodgers. MVP of the league last year. Aaron Rodgers is great. You know, it's no mistake that man's is definitely top 5, maybe all time, in terms of talent at least. You know, Super Bowls, you know, he's gotten unlucky, all of that. He's got the MVP awards to back it up. Never throws interceptions. accurate as fuck. Clearly the better quarterback than Brett Favre. I mean, he turns the ball over way less, scoring more touchdowns, you know. How truly crazy is it that you can have fucking 25 years of Favre and Rodgers and only have 2 Super Bowls to walk away from? It's honestly crazy. Green Bay, get your fucking shit together. Draft better. And now, with the whole situation of Aaron Rodgers coming back for this year, the whole saga is just going to happen again next year. He wants to leave. He wants to be traded somewhere. Where does that put Devonta Adams? Because we know Devonta Adams is the right-hand man of Rodgers. And honestly, I haven't been very impressed with Jordan Love in the preseason. But that's enough of that. Let's hear some highlights from Aaron fucking Rodgers, the man.
I'll probably get the nod to Aaron. I gotta give it to Aaron Rodgers.
Besides Tom, I'll probably go A-Rod. A-Rod balled out. Aaron Rodgers is legit. And when I said number 1 at that position also, Aaron Rodgers. And then Tom Brady, yeah.
Fuck you, Zadarius Smith. Fucking chode.
The former Jeopardy host may not be number 1, but who is Aaron Rodgers? Could fill a game board of superlatives. In 2020, after nearly breaking his own NFL record for passer rating and tossing a career-best 48 touchdowns, he was named NFL MVP.
Some of those were fake touchdowns, little 1-yard fades to fucking Robert Tonyan. How is Robert Tonyan going to have fucking like only 30 receptions and 11 of them be touchdowns? Fake stats.
Aaron, just the fact that he's had the season he's had this year. I mean, he's done it for forever now. He's a gold jacket guy, no questions asked.
And for Aaron Rodgers,
Not taking anything away from Rodgers. I'm just saying that those stats are inflated a little bit.
he's the fastest of 400 in NFL history.
He had an unbelievable year. One of those years for Aaron Rodgers where he reminds everyone that he's still that guy.
I won't say he had a revival, but I mean, he just got back to doing what he usually does.
Yeah, I mean, he had like back-to-back years of like collarbone injuries. I mean, gotta give this some time to come back and be the dominant force that he was before all of those. And I think he's finally gotten back to that point. Moving on to number 2 on the NFL Top 100 list and best defensive player in the league, we have Aaron Donald, defensive tackle, Rams. Like I said before, 3-time defensive player of the year, pretty much guaranteed Hall of Famer at this point. Consistently has been in the top 5 of the players list since he's pretty much been in the fucking league. He's just a fucking monster on the interior. Always needs to be double teamed. Always is double teamed. If you put fucking Aaron Donald on single coverage or single man protection, you're just fucking asking for it. Fucking mauler. This man's is fucking insane, bro. He's like the true like definition of like a specimen. Just how strong this dude is, how fucking ripped this dude is, and just like stays that way is fucking crazy. Let's go into his video.
Honestly, I know it's kind of getting repetitive, but I mean, it's either Aaron Donald or Pat Mahomes. You know, it's a very short list, so I think could be number 1.
One guy we talk about year after year with everyone is Aaron Donald. I mean, just what can you say about him?
He's a handful. I will say that.
Seattle would know.
He loves to sack Russell Wilson.
A handful. And it literally takes handfuls of him to stop him.
I've been home, that's why. You had me on that last one. You know you did. Some strong ass triceps. Get your little strong ass out of here. You know it was home.
Over the past 3 years, he's finished first, third, and second on the top 100.
Number 1, Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald.
2 years ago, he was number 1 overall by the largest margin in the history of the show. Like, it wasn't even close.
For real. That's crazy.
Number one. The D tackle, folks.
Many players still support his claim to the throne.
Number one. So I'm gonna say Aaron Donald.
I'm
Who would you
weak.
say is number one in the top 100?
Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald. I say that with a straight face. Aaron Donald. You can look at all the positions on the field, however you want to dress it up. Nobody's more dominant at their position than him right now.
Aaron Donald!
It's a common knowledge that he will wreck the game.
It's getting repetitive, but I gotta say Aaron Donald. He's a monster. Nobody can block him.
The moment you think you can just get big on him and be big, he's going to zoom right past you. He's gone.
Aaron Donald just exploding into the backfield.
He gets out the ball so fast, and he's so strong. He just manhandles offensive linemen.
You can't block a one-on-one. I don't know why people try to. They played us, and Donald came to that line so quick, made the play, and just ragdolled the receiver. I was like, okay.
I played Aaron Donald a few times. I have yet to go into a game plan where it wasn't centered around how we were going to block Aaron Donald. And he moves around, so that's on everybody.
Aaron Donald, best defensive player in the NFL. Not too much more to say than that. And moving on to the last player on the NFL Top 100 list. The best player voted on by the players. We have the one and only Patrick Mahomes, quarterback, Kansas City Chiefs. Now I'm a Chiefs fan, so I'm always biased when it comes to my boys. But number one, Patrick Mahomes. I have to say, I saw it coming. And it's not hard when you're watching the games. I mean, everybody might want to go back and talk about the Super Bowl and, oh, your team didn't score a touchdown in the Super Bowl. How could Mahomes be the best player in the NFL? Did you fucking watch the game? Did you see how this man was single-handedly keeping us in the game? And if it wasn't for Mahomes, we would have lost that game like 40-0. Fucking 45-0. They would have went rampant on our ass. We had Patrick Mahomes. And when you have Patrick Mahomes, you know you always have a chance. I think back to the Super Bowl. Sitting there with my uncle. And I think the universe that I got to watch that game with him. Because a few months later, he passed away. But I remember as soon as Chris Jones, when he batted the ball down, and they were punting the ball back to us, I told him right then, I was like, we're going to win the fucking Super Bowl. The only problem was that I felt like we were going to leave too much time because I knew we were going to go down there and score. I fucking knew it. And what happens? We go down and score, and, you know, from there, the rest is history. But Pat Mahomes, clearly to me, the best quarterback in the NFL. Can just do things that other people can't do. I know a lot of people have tried to throw sidearm, and the only other person that I think can even come close to him is Russell Wilson. That's because of clearly, you know, they both played baseball growing up, and baseball can help with all your arm angles and stuff like that. But just on a regular, consistent basis, nobody touches Mahomes when it comes to that. He can throw the ball at any fucking time, off any leg, off balance, on balance, in the air, it doesn't matter. Fucking horizontally in the fucking air, fucking still making plays in the playoffs and the Super Bowl, to be more precise. They said that's the craziest play they've ever fucking seen. Mahomes coming for that MVP this year, coming for another Super Bowl this year. And finally, let's go into the last video of the NFL Top 100 list, Patrick Mahomes.
Nice. God. Thing's heavy, man. Yeah, it is really cool. Turn around. Oh, no, I'm the wrong way. Are you kidding me? There we go. Yeah, man, this is sweet, dude. A lot of hard work. You know, it takes teammates, everybody. It's not just me, and definitely an honor to have.
This man's Mahomes was holding it fucking backwards, bro.
I mean, it's really cool because it's voted by a lot of your peers, a lot of the guys that you play against and play with. And so for those guys to vote for me to be the number one player, it's definitely an honor.
Patrick Mahomes has waited patiently to be voted number one on the top 100.
My number one overall player, probably Patrick Mahomes.
I just have so much respect for the game he plays and the throws he's able to make across his body, off his back foot, the no-look stuff. I mean, he's really done a lot to innovate the game and open other quarterbacks, myself included, minds up on what we can do, what's possible, and how we see the game.
Perfectly thrown ball by Patrick Mahomes.
He spent 2020 like he did 2018 and 2019.
Come on, Eddie, what's hot? That was kind of sweet.
By doing things we've never seen on a football field.
Now Mahomes in motion comes back to the ball and catches, fires for the end zone. Caught! Touchdown! Kansas City!
Yeah, Mahomes, he's got to be the most frustrating quarterback to play against.
He just does it every year now. It's just almost like a given thing. It's crazy just to watch the things he does week in and week out.
What about the touch on by Patrick Mahomes?
Number one player in football this year is Patrick Mahomes. I always kind of check in and see how the Chiefs are doing, see what Mahomes is up to, what crazy stuff Andy Reid has dialed up.
Andy Reid's symphony orchestra is conducted by one of the most creative players that's ever graced the field.
They always have a little different wrinkle, don't they?
Even opponents can't help but watch it.
You become a fan for a second. You become a fan watching the way that he does all the things that make him so special.
Top 100, do you pay attention to where the guys rank?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, even if I'm not watching every episode, I definitely tune in and see what the rankings are.
So, number 4, Notepad, kind of what was that about?
I think it was more of I thought I'd been doing things for this last couple of years, and I'd been 4 2 years in a row, so I thought that I should have bumped up, but I mean, I think everyone thinks they need to be a little higher.
Was top 100 really what you were counting during the Ravens game?
We don't know, man. It's a secret that we did a touchdown to that. We'll see one day.
One day.
29.
Patrick Mahomes, best quarterback in the NFL. All right, guys. It's been a journey. NFL Top 100 list. I've went through every single player from 100 down to 1. I gotta say, it was a lot of fun. And I'm looking forward to the next series, which will be my record prediction for each team. Thank you guys for listening. Make sure to comment down below who your favorite player was from the NFL Top 100 list. Tap the like button. I don't need a fucking smash. I just need a little tappy tap. And I'll be back with another episode soon.